Greetings and welcome, devoted esports and Rocket League enthusiasts. I am iLinksy3. I will be your host and commentator for this evening's match. Buckle up for an adrenaline-fueled journey as we dive into the heart of the ATL Rocket League 2023 pilot season. Today marks a continuation of Round 4, a thrilling chapter that promises to elevate the excitement to new heights. Reflecting on the intense challenges between the formidable teams in Rounds 1, 2, and 3 has been nothing short of extraordinary. Experience the thrill of these legendary battles on our channel. And if you hunger more ATL pilot season excitement, be sure to hit that subscribe button to ensure you never miss a live alert. Explore our Discord, social medias, and website for the outcomes of the previous rounds and upcoming matchups in Divisions 1, 2, and 3. Brace yourselves for 4 additional weeks of mind-blowing plays in the ATL Rocket League pilot season. A massive shout out to our sponsors, with a special thanks to VR Canberra for propelling our prize pool value to over 500 AUD in value this pilot season. The support from players, teams, officials, spectators and sponsors has been incredible. Welcome into this evening's matches. Ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier, I am iLink3 and I will be guiding you through the two matchups we have this evening. And to kickstart it all, we have Black Hawk Gaming versus Ultraviolet Esports. A very exciting match awaits us. The home team in this battle is the Black Hawk Gaming crew with 3 map selections as the home team, and 3 map selections they have done indeed. Game 1, we're playing on Urban Central to kickstart it all. Game 3, Aquadome, and Game 5, Farmstead, selected by Black Hawk Gaming. You can see on the left-hand side of your screen there. And on the right-hand side, UVE select 2 maps as the away team. And they have selected Champions Field for Game 2 and DFH Stadium for Game 4. So, if it goes to a tiebreaker, Black Hawk Gaming with the advantage, selecting the home map there, maybe in a more comfortable environment on Farmstead. I do have ArcherBobby222 who will join me in the commentating box this evening, but before I invite her in, I want to share some juicy statistics with you all between these teams. The win-loss ratio and win percentage for Black Hawk Gaming and Ultraviolet Esports. On the left-hand side of your screen, you will see Black Hawk Gaming currently in 3rd position in Division 2 on the season standings. A match win-loss ratio of 3, match win percentage of 75%. On the right-hand side of your screen, Ultraviolet Esports in 1st with a match win-loss ratio of 4. 3 plays 4 in the match win-loss ratio department between Black Hawks and Ultraviolet Esports. A match win percentage, though, of 100% for UVE as of current. Not losing a match yet in the pilot season. The game win-loss ratio for Black Hawk Gaming is 2.25 and a game win percentage of 69%. UVE with a game win loss ratio playing 6.00 and a game win percentage of 86%. So the percentages are close there. Closer than the game win loss ratio, and even the match win percentage and match win-loss ratio for both teams are close. So no doubt we are going to see a nail-biter on our hands here tonight between 3rd and 1st. Now, after last night, we had 2 epic matches to kickstart this round. We had the over 30s taking on the winning streak KFC boys, and the KFC boys maintain that win streak by defeating the fierce over 30s 3 points to 1. But TO3 did not give it to them easy whatsoever. KFC boys prevail and claim 3 match wins in a row. Following that game, we had the Underbots taking on the fierce Grizzly Bears. And it all looked but like it was going to be the Underbots from the get-go, or potentially in 3 games. The Grizzlies came back and just missed out in Game 5. U-Bot took that to claim the match, 3 points to 2. We still have 5 epic matches to witness. Black Hawks and Ultraviolet Esports are next up. As you can see on the right-hand side of your screen, the season standings, though. Looking at the left-hand side of screen, in 1st position, playing tonight, Ultraviolet Esports, 4 match wins, 0 match losses, 12 game wins, 2 game losses for 18 season points there in 1st, and their opponents the home team tonight, Black Hawk Gaming, in third position with 3 match wins, 1 match loss, 9 game wins, and 4 game losses for 14 season points. If they can keep UVE without a game win and do a clean sweep tonight, they will leapfrog over VKR and UVE to take first with 19 season points. But if UVE maintain their win streak and go 5-0, if they get the 4 season points, they see themselves on 22 season points. But if they get 5, they'll see themselves on 23. A healthy lead on the season standings. But we know Black Hawk Gaming have not lost a game since they faced VKR in the first round. UVE have not lost a game in the pilot season. So both teams with a lot on the line. Now, I will invite ArcherBobby222 in. After diving in there, what are your thoughts on this match? Who do you think will come out the other end as a winner? And do you have a score prediction to share with us?
Well, first of all, I think that Ultraviolet Esports do have a lot to lose here. So I know that they will not give up any situation without a fight. That means contest after contest, wherever they need to be. I know Ultraviolet Esports have come through in each and every game, being undefeated so far in the pilot season. Absolutely extraordinary. And I do believe that Ultraviolet Esports, they won't want to lose the streak that they've had so far. And I know that if they do, they won't want to lose it here, right now. And Black Hawk Gaming, they also have a lot to gain if they can overcome the challenge of Ultraviolet Esports. So I do think that that is going to persuade them to really do whatever it is that they need to do on the field, whether that's adjusting how they originally thought they were going to come into this competition, or whether they figure out what is a safe play and what is a not so safe play. So it's going to be interesting to see how Black Hawk Gaming can come up against this undefeated team of Ultraviolet Esports, and with realistically a 75% match win percentage for Black Hawk Gaming, 15% behind Ultraviolet Esports. So there have been those challenges there, and I know that Black Hawk Gaming are going to be giving it everything they have. So Ultraviolet Esports, I know they won't want to give this up. I do think we may go into a tiebreaker because these are some of the best teams in the season so far. So Ultraviolet Esports, 3 game wins to Black Hawk Gaming, 2 game wins. That is my prediction. Thank you, Linksy, for inviting me into the commentating box.
There we have it. ArcherBobby222 placing her prediction on this match. Now we'll take a dive into the season standings while we await the arrival of Black Hawk Gaming. So UVE are looking to hold this strong force in first, but VKR are not far behind them in 15 season points. And as you can see on your screen, UVE and Vikings are facing off in round 4. So you never know what could happen. Vikings could be the first team to defeat them, but we could see Black Hawks be the first team to take on Ultraviolet Esports and come out the other end victorious. We never know. From that experience versus VKR might shine tonight, but Ultraviolet Esports have shown us some fierce play in the last couple of games. Third position, Black Hawk Gaming looking to get the chocolates tonight and move themselves up. If they get 2 game wins, they will move up into second tonight. But VKR playing their games tomorrow, no doubt will get at least second back, if not potentially take first. The KFC boys on a very strong run. 3 match wins from their last 3 games. They sit in 4th. If they are victorious over Vikings tomorrow, they could see themselves in the top 2 or at least 3. But they're going to have to put on a very big battle against the fierce Vikings. 5th position, we have Underbots. Not too much had changed from the matches last night because the teams, KFC Boys and Underbots, got the results that they wanted. They kept themselves in that position and their opponents didn't move either, as TO3 remained in 6th and the Grizzly Bears still on the hunt for their first match win, which could occur here in round 4. So here we go. Urban Central is where it's all going to start here this evening for this match. Blackhawk Gaming are the home team as they take on Ultraviolet Esports. 3rd position plays 1st position. Good luck to both teams and all competitors, and have fun. Here we go. Blackhawks winning the kickoff, with Skeptics there to clean it up and send it almost centering position, but a great touch from Sharkbait. Sees that ball in the corner. Red trying to center something up there, but a clearance from Sparks. Ball remains in Blackhawk territory. Red and Skeptic applying pressure in the first 30 seconds in Blackhawk Gaming half, as Red puts that on the backboard, but a touch from Sharkbait sees that back at center field. Skeptic with the catch in the Octane there. There was Sharkbait to contend, but Skeptic setting up Red, interfered by Sparks. Sharkbait cleaned that one up, and now we see it going to UVE territory. Blackhawk Gaming holding their ground, and they're in for the first goal. Sparks off a Sharkbait's pass to score the first goal of the match and the game, taking the lead 1-0. 4 minutes 11 on the clock. Blackhawk Gaming matching the first place Ultraviolet Esports, and another kickoff goal for Sparks off of that win in the center of Sharkbait, catching UVE off guard. Back-to-back goals for Blackhawk Gaming. 53 seconds into the match and game 1, 2.0. Sparks scoring both goals for Blackhawk Gaming. How will Red and Skeptic respond as Red's bumped out of the way of Sharkbait and saves that goal? Almost in there. Skeptic's up in the air, taking the battle up there, but Sharkbait there to contend with Skeptic. Now looking to try and pass it back, but Skeptic passing it up the wall. Now aerial players, could be a shot on goal saved there by Sparks. UVE now looking to put the pressure onto the Blackhawk Gaming crew. Smacking Red out of the way multiple times is Sharkbait, and that seems to be eliminating Red from the play. Skeptic could be in, but a save from Sharkbait sees them not concede. How will Red go about clearing the ball here for UVE's? Unintentional pass back to Skeptic. Awkward, but worked out there for Skeptic as he takes it forward. An entry into Blackhawk Gaming territory, and Red's on the other side to swoop in. We're 2 minutes into the game. UVE looking to put a goal on the board. Skeptic's there, but a save from Sharkbait sees them not concede. Red's there to ensure the goal does go in for UVE, and they respond 2 points to 1. After conceding the first 2 goals of the game, UVE are on the board as we approach the halfway mark of game 1. Red wins the kickoff there for UVE, sees it centering ball for UVE. Skeptic off of that. Read that well and came in with pace, 102 Ks. The ball went in off of that touch from Skeptic, making it awkward for Blackhawk Gaming. It's all tied up now. UVE have responded. 2 points plays 2 points. Skeptic setting up, trying to center the ball, but a great touch from Sparks sees that deep in UVE territory. Skeptic's there to set up defense for UVE and keep that ball away from center as he does. Ball now in the opposite corner of Blackhawk territory. Red there their demolition vengeance. Centering ball, but a great touch from Sparks. Sees that not be threatening. Great defense coming in from Blackhawk Gaming here against Ultraviolet Esports. Matching the crew, the abilities of Skeptic and Red. It is game one. Great aerial work from Skeptic. Sees the ball clear. And now we're in Blackhawk Gaming territory. Centering ball, but cleared from Sharkbait. Now we're in the corner. Buying some time. Sparks didn't leave his position to ensure that goal's looked after. An opportunity here, but a bicycle in the air from Skeptic. Sees the ball not go any further. UVE are struggling to crack this defensive wall of Blackhawk Gaming as Sharkbait demos Skeptic there. Red's there to contend an opportunity, but Sparks there interfering and injecting himself now to take possession. See the ball deep in UVE territory. It's going back and forth, and we can see they're trying different ways, each team and each player, to try and get it over their opponents and crack the defensive wall. But they have truly matched each other here as it's 1-1 with just over a minute left. A save from Red after that pacey shot coming in from Sparks. That had some power behind it. Blackhawk Gaming keep the ball in UVE territory. Centering ball, but Sharkbait has saved the ball for UVE. Unfortunate, and Skeptic takes it down there. Red hits the crossbar. Red's there to contend, keeping the ball and pressure on Blackhawk Gaming here. Another centering opportunity for UVE. Skeptic just missing, but its captain was there. Opportunity gone missing as Blackhawk Gaming cleaned that one up nicely. And now take it down the guts, contended by Red. Red now looking to set it up for his teammate, but a great touch from Sparks. Sees that ball go to the side. 15 seconds left on the clock. It's still all tied up. Crossbar. Back to center field. Hang time. Milking the clock a bit here. Blackhawk Gaming are in great positioning to get a goal, but Red smacks that down. Blackhawk Gaming territory. We could be going. We are in overtime. 2-2. What a way to kickstart the match. Who will take game one on Urban Central? Nothing separates them as Red demos them. Sparks. Vengeance of a Reds demo on Skeptic there. 1 for 1, they say. As they contend around center field, the ball now goes down with movement in the Blackhawk Gaming territory. Centering ball, but a great read from Sharkbait. Sees that ball back down in Red's possession. Going back and forth with pace, side to side. Teams are trying to take the opportunity to attack down the guts when they can. But they are in both of their... oh, wow! Did not think that was going to roll in as Skeptic comes in with pace. 58 k's an hour. Catching Blackhawk Gaming off guard. Sparks was there, but just a little bit too late as UVE take game one. 3 points to 2 in overtime over Blackhawk Gaming on Urban Central. Archer Bobby 2-2-2. What a strong start from Blackhawk Gaming, but the experience of UVE in the ATL arena really shining through there in the back half of the game.
Absolutely. It was a fabulous start for both teams. Only 1 point the difference, and to take it into overtime in the first game is marvelous to see. It sets us up for a fantastic match ahead. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the tables turn in game 2, because that will potentially tell us a momentum shift for one or the other of these teams. So if UVE can keep that momentum in game 2, they could possibly take this match out with a clean sweep. But if Blackhawk Gaming take game 2, that way we are back to an even playing ground. So it just shows the momentum for each of the teams. And if we're only 1 point the difference, especially in overtime, you can see how close it is. Good luck to both teams.
Here we go in the game 2. UVE have selected the map for game 2 on Champions Field. And it's looking great here this evening as the players are about to commence play. Blackhawk Gaming won that kickoff, but a great touch from Skeptic saw that not go any further. UVE claim game 1 up in this match. How will Blackhawk Gaming respond after conceding game 1? Really matching the squad. A great save from Sharkbait. An opportunity here for Blackhawk Gaming. They will take the first goal after that save. 1 point play 0. 20 seconds into game 2. Blackhawks soaring in and striking on goal in the early stages of both games so far here in this match. And here in game 2 it sees them have the lead as they win that kickoff. Skeptic's there to look after centre field. Centre field he does. The Sparks try to interfere with that one, but Red looking for some calm, composed play. Flicks it over Sharkbait, but Sharkbait not fooled by that one. Puts it in the corner to buy him a bit of time and keeps interfering with the play to allow Sparks to clear that one. Sparks bumping Skeptic out of the way there. Different tactics coming in from Blackhawk Gaming as a double commit from UVE. Now sees a clearance come in, but Red's there for UVE to send it in Blackhawk territory, and he's there, but a great save from Sharkbait again. Sees them not concede a Skeptic, sweeps around, and that centering ball veers off with that interference from Sparks. Red and Skeptic are applying all kinds of pressure, and they're in. What a play from UVE. Red with the setup off the corner wall, jumping off to pass it to his teammates, and Skeptic in the right corner gets that goal to tie it all up. 1-1, 3 minutes 44 on the clock. A neutral kickoff there, but Skeptic passes back to his captain. His skipper's popped it over one. His skipper with a shot on goal, and he's in. UVE back-to-back goals. 2 points to 1. They're pulling out all kinds of tricks and team play here. Is that a double tap? It was a cheeky little speedy double tap coming in from the captain of UVE to take the lead from them. How will Blackhawk Gaming respond with a kickoff there? Kickoff win. But Red in with another opportunity, but veering off to the side. Very lucky for Blackhawk Gaming as they look to reset and take this ball forward. Sharkbait getting it over Skeptic, but Red's there and keeps that ball at centre field. Sparks happy to keep it in UVE territory. And so is Skeptic as he looks to set up a clearance, but that didn't work out. As Sharkbait centering ball veering over, should I say, looks centered from that angle. Here we go, Blackhawk Gaming applying the pressure now on the UVE. Can they crack the UVE defenses? Red's up in the air, just missing that connection. Sharkbait's there though to take it in. A touch from Skeptic, sees it go over. Sparks is there to make sure it goes to the corner, buying himself and his team some time. Clearing that ball to centre field. Skeptic looking more comfortable in the air. Oh, that registers a shot on goal. Lucky Sharkbait was there to interfere and not let it bounce in. Blackhawk Gaming not allowing any easy goals to go through. A great aerial dribble, but a save from Skeptic. Wow. Sparks pulling out some tricks to apply some pressure onto UVE and get them thinking differently in their defense. But a great save from Sparks there. Sorry, Skeptic on Sparks. Red's blown up Sharkbait there. Skeptic with a light touch. Now some aerial work to put it in the Blackhawk Gaming territory, but Sparks is there to see that ball away. Blackhawk Gaming are doing well to make the shots as hard as possible for UVE. As a shot on goal there, as you can see, Red had to attack from the corner there. But UVE are continuing to apply more pressure, more opportunities for themselves. That could be deadly, but Skeptic's there to clean that up. 90 seconds left on the clock. UVE lead 2 points to 1. Blackhawk Gaming are not out of this. They are matching UVE. Skeptic blows up Sparks there. Sharkbait with a deep entry into UVE territory, but Skeptic has done well to clear that and remain in the play. Great touch from Sparks and a great save. Oh, that could be deadly, but a great rotation, and Sharkbait has to get revenge with the demo. Skeptic looking to set up a goal here for UVE. The clearance from Blackhawk Gaming. Red's there to interfere, and Red could be in for UVE. He is off the respawn from that demo, inserting himself immediately back into play, tapping off the wall to get in that goal there, making it uncomfortable for Blackhawk Gaming to try and get back. 3 points to 1. UVE extend the lead. Blackhawk Gaming, they can do this, particularly with the way they've matched this UVE roster. Skeptic flicked it over one, but a great save from Sharkbait sees him not concede. Red continuing to apply the presence and pressure as Skeptic now looking to create an entry, but that entry now going to Blackhawk Gaming with 30 seconds left on the clock. 3 points to 1. Lucky Skeptics there to relieve any pressure for UVE. We now see the ball at center field. Red takes that one deep into Blackhawk territory, centering ball. But Blackhawk Gaming doing a great job to interfere with the play. Skeptic remaining calm and composed, but Sparks could be in there. A save from Red sees him not concede. 10 seconds, 3 points, 1. UVE are in again. Red with a hat trick. Not holding back. Continuing to apply the pressure and not becoming conservative. Sees him score another goal. 4 points to 1, a 3-point margin. UVE leading game 2. Neutral kickoff there, but UVE send it deep into BHG territory. Skeptic wall pinch that could be dangerous as Red's there to try and look after it. Or he'll go for a dribble and keep this one alive. Will he get a goal or will it be stopped as we see it deep in Blackhawk Gaming territory? Clock is at 0. Oh, Skeptic trying to keep that one alive there, but UVE win game 2, 4 points to 1. Archer Bobby 2-2-2, very close. But UVE in the last part of that game just putting their foot down, pedal to the metal.
Unfortunately, it wasn't as great of a game for Blackhawk Gaming as the first game of this match was. Indeed, it was a 1-point margin in game 1 with 3 points to 2, Ultraviolet winning that first game. Then in game 2, as we just witnessed, a 3-point margin, Ultraviolet Esports taking out game 2, 4 points to 1. So maybe whatever was working for Blackhawk Gaming in game 1 will help them now in game 3, because they're going to have to try and keep themselves in if they don't want to be clean swept by this undefeated Ultraviolet Esports roster. So good luck to both teams. Blackhawk Gaming, we've seen by so many teams, you can keep yourself in this match. So good luck on Aquadome.
Yes, we head on to Aquadome for Game 3, which was selected by the home team. Can they prevent a clean sweep and get to a halftime break, or will UVE get another clean sweep under their belt? As Blackhawk Gaming make a deep entry into UVE territory to kickstart this game, can they keep the trend of scoring a goal nice and early as UVE clear that ball now in the BHG territory? Skeptic there with an opportunity, but setting up his captain. His captain will capitalize off of that opportunity for UVE to break the pattern for Blackhawk Gaming, taking the first goal of game 3, 22 seconds in. How will Blackhawk Gaming respond to conceding the first goal of this game in the first 2 games of this match? They can potentially do a reverse clean sweep themselves in this position. There's a centering ball opportunity veered over to the side. UVE doing everything to look after their goal, and it's working out for them at the moment. But Blackhawk Gaming applying all kinds of pressure onto them as a clearance now relieves that defensive pressure for UVE. But Sparks with a clearance and a fast clearance into UVE. Half there. Sharkbait backing up his captain to keep that ball in UVE territory. But now Red and Skeptic have other plans. Clearing that ball to the side was the captain of UVE. Trying to get a little bit tricky in the air here. Might be getting a little bit comfortable here in this match. Skeptic now takes to the wall and up in the air. We see an aerial dribble. No way! Almost pulled it off. Skeptic and Red. Red's in with a shot on goal, but saved there by Sparks. Ultraviolet Esports tried all sorts, but Skeptic's in for a goal. Sharkbait almost saving that in great positioning. But Skeptic making it uncomfortable and awkward to try and stop that. Hitting the crossbar and then hitting Sharkbait's nose there. 2.0. Ultraviolet Esports lead game 3. Blackhawk Gaming. They can do this. Oh, Red. Oh, my God. Scoring another goal for Ultraviolet Esports off the wall. Coming in with pace. 69 Ks an hour. Sharkbait was able to contend, but a great touch from Red saw UVE get the goal and extend their lead. 3.0. Blackhawk Gaming is this is a great opportunity for them to experience how these teams at the top of the ladder play, as they themselves are one of the best teams. They're in the top 3 right now. Skeptics in for a goal in UVE. The bombardments are coming in from Ultraviolet Esports. Blackhawk Gaming. They had plenty of time to stop the bleeding. We're not even halfway through game 3 and plenty of time to respond. 4.0. It's a great opportunity to learn how their opponents in UVE operate on the field and how they play, and even try and adapt in this game, but prepare for the potential showdown in finals against this squad. As Sparks interferes with that play from Skeptic, and now we see it deep in UVE territory. Sharkbait and Sparks just missing an opportunity. UVE had an opportunity to just take it down the guts, and they want to be in the air. They want the aerial battle set up for his skipper, but Sharkbait, great clearance with that power shot. Red keeping that ball in the corner, but Sparks is there to keep centering this ball. They're creating opportunities and pressure onto UVE. Opportunities for themselves and applying that pressure onto UVE, but UVE are holding their grounds with just past the halfway mark. That shot almost going in. That shot, wow, unfortunate for Blackhawk Gaming. Just a light little tap from Red. Sees that ball go in, and we know that that attempt to save it from Sparks is unfortunately not hitting the right part of the octane. Sees UVE extend their lead 5.0. 2 minutes 11 as Sparks wins the kickoff, but Red and Skeptic, Red blowing up Sharkbait there. UVE asserting themselves in this game. Off the wall. Oh my God, Skeptic. Tried all kinds of tricks here for us on your Saturday evening, but Blackhawk Gaming doing well to stop those shots from going in. Sharkbait with that shot on goal save from Red, but 51 by Red there. Wow. The 1%ers and following up by the captain of UVE has been working out in his favour this evening, but Blackhawk Gaming really have done a tremendous job to stand their ground and match this UVE roster. Here in game 3, it's looking a little bit rough, yes, but they're still not out of it. They've still got time to stop the bleeding with 1 minute 10 left on the clock. 5.0. They can respond to this UVE squad and let them know what this UVE duo is up against next time they face the Soaring Hawks. As Sharkbait contends with Red there. Skeptic and Red doing well to look after the center of their goal here in game 3. Skeptic with a lot of saves and bicycle saves, as well as the reversey saves here in this match against Blackhawk Gaming. So looking more comfortable and composed to stand his ground, as tried to strike on goal there, and Red will back it up to pass it to his teammate. The skipper's still in the center. Oh, but Skeptic has saved it for Blackhawk Gaming unintentionally off the wall. He wants a clip, but he just misses that. Red's there. Oh my God, Sharkbait with the save. They could get a goal, but it veers over to the side. They have 15 seconds left. It's 5.0. Can they get themselves on the board here, Blackhawk Gaming? As Red looks to flick it over one, pass it to Skeptic, and there in UVE. Blackhawk Gaming almost cracked it there and almost got themselves a goal. Oh, but UVE just, that team play, that flick over Blackhawk Gaming, the pass to Skeptic from Red sees them extend their lead. 6.03 seconds left on the clock. UVE have won the game here in game 3 and the match as the ball stays alive. 6.0 there in game 3. Ultraviolet Esports defeat Blackhawk Gaming. Wow, that last game does not do Blackhawk Gaming justice. They truly did match this UVE outfit here this evening. Wow, Archibobby 222. I know that you have the scores and the results and some analytics and statistics to share with us, but well, I thought Blackhawk Gaming really just, they matched the power of UVE, and after the way they debuted, you could see they really, against a quality team, they did clean things up, they have tightened things up, and they really did match such a high quality squad. But UVE, the experience in the ATL arena even before this pilot season, has clearly seen them have that upper hand and knowing how this competitive environment does work and even setting that flow themselves. And we saw that here tonight. They take the game 3-0, but Blackhawk Gaming truly did not make it easy for them in all 3 of those games. Even when the ball stayed alive there, when it was 6-0, Blackhawk Gaming did not give up. They kept going even when the final second was not on the clock. UVE walk away with the chocolate. So Archibobby 222, what do you have to share with us about that match between Blackhawk Gaming and Ultraviolet Esports?
Well, the biggest margin we saw tonight was an unfortunate one. It wasn't obviously what Blackhawk Gaming were looking for, but they would have definitely learned a lot. Again, Linksy, as you were saying, for every other match that they will come up against, and I know that will help them each and every time to be able to develop whatever it needs for Blackhawk Gaming to overcome these types of challenges. Now, 6-point margin was the biggest difference here in this match. The first game, 3 points to 2 to Ultraviolet Esports. Game 2 was 4 points to 1. Ultraviolet Esports taking game 2 as well. And as we just witnessed, an unfortunate sight for Blackhawk Gaming. Ultraviolet Esports clean sweeping Blackhawk Gaming in Division 2 here in round 4. 6 points to 0. So again, not what Blackhawk Gaming was looking for, but Ultraviolet Esports definitely put up a fierce fight. We know that Red and Skeptic have chemistry. They have worked together before, and they do have that experience. So to overcome that with maybe something a little bit different, you can only have as much experience as you're here for. So it's really something that's that you got to match in one way or another to be able to overcome this. So well done to both teams. Ultraviolet Esports keeping their winning streak and staying undefeated, so congratulations, and we look forward to seeing Blackhawk Gaming's next matchup as well as Ultraviolet Esports if they can continue their clean sweeping or if they can continue their win streaking. So thank you again, Linksy, for having me in the commentating box, and thank you to everyone who's been in chat supporting both of these teams and all of the ATL Rocket League pilot season.
Thank you, Archibobby222, for sharing your thoughts and those match results with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another match coming up. The Grizzly Bears, on the hunt for their first win, take on the fierce over 30s who look to respond after they're on a 3-match losing streak. So both these teams are hungry for a win. Coming up next, the Grizzly Bears versus the over 30s. We'll see you in about 10 minutes time. Be sure to look after yourself. Get up, take a brief moment from the screen, get some water, have some fresh air, healthy snack. Make sure you're looking after yourself, and your health and your mental well-being is important to being at your best, and we encourage it here at Australian Esports Group. Prepare yourself and brace yourself for an epic battle between the Grizzly Bears and the over 30s in about 10 minutes time. We'll see you then. Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ATL Rocket League 2023 pilot season. We have another exciting match on our hands and about to begin. The Grizzly Bears take on the over 30s. Both of these teams looking to put an end to their match loss streak. The Grizzly Bears are the home team this evening. As you can see on your screen, on the left-hand side, they have 3 map selections as the home team. So if it goes to a tiebreaker, which I want to point out, I believe the last 2 games, if not 3, for the Grizzly Bears, I know match officials will correct me if I'm wrong, have been tiebreakers. They've gone 2-2, and I believe the Grizzlies have only just missed out by 1 point or so in those deciders. So, being the home team here, maybe if it does go to a decider and they keep that trend, they have the advantage of the map being selected. Maybe that will help them. The maps that the Grizzly Bears have selected for Game 1, we are kickstarting it all on Beckwith Park. Game 3, they have selected Urban Central, and if we go to that tiebreaker, we are on Dead Eye Canyon. The map selected by the home team, the Grizzly Bears, the lineup of the Grizzly Bears, the captain leading them, the fierce Grizzly Bears, is Teddy, and alongside Teddy is Donkey. These 2 players looking to put an end to the fierce Grizzly Bears loss streak, but they have fierce opponents on the right-hand side of the ring. We have the over 30s. They are the away team for this evening's match against the Grizzly Bears, and as the away team, they get to select 2 maps. Selecting 2 maps they have done indeed. For Game 2, we are on Aquadome, and Game 4, Sovereign Heights. So the match is best of 5. If a team does a clean sweep 3-0, we won't be going to Game 4 or 5. I don't think we're going to see that happen here tonight between these teams. But the lineup for TO3, the captain, Dolly, playing alongside Dolly, is Shivers. These fierce players look to put an end to the loss streak occurring for TO3 and grab their second match win. I do have Archer Bobby 222 to invite into the commentary box, but before we do, let's dive into some analytics and statistics of these 2 teams. The win-loss ratio, Grizzly Bears, 7th, plays 6th on this season's standings. Coming into tonight, the Grizzlies still 0 across the board in the match win-loss ratio department and the match win percentage. Looking to change that here tonight as the over 30s have a match win-loss ratio of 0.25 and a match win percentage of 20%. The Grizzly Bears, in the game department, things are different. Their game win-loss ratio is 0.33 and a game win percentage of 25%. Plays the over 30s game win-loss ratio of 0.46 and a game win percentage of 31%. So very close there in the game department for both teams, and we know that the games matter most in a match. The more games you win, the more likely you are to win the match. 3 games is all you need to win to claim the ultimate match win. And with close percentages and win-loss ratios like that, I am sure we are set to see a very close match on our hands. Now, the season standings have not changed even after that match between the Hawks and UVE Esports. The Hawks still in 3rd position, pretty much tied there with the KFC boys. UVE with 5 season points for that 3-0 bonus, grabbing that bonus season point on 23 season points. A healthy lead. But the teams playing here tonight, as we can see on the left-hand side in the standings, in 6th position is TO3. 1 match win, 4 match losses, 6 game wins, 13 game losses for 7 season points. And right behind them in 7th, the Grizzly Bears, 0 match wins, 5 match losses, 5 game wins, 15 game losses for 5 season points. So, if the Grizzly Bears get 4 points on the board tonight from winning the match, they will be on 9 season points and they will take 6th position from TO3. If TO3 get the 4 season points on the board tonight, they will tie themselves back up with UB. But if TO3 manage to get a clean sweep and get 5 season points, the bonus season points, that will see TO3 in 5th after this game, and depending how UBOT go tomorrow, they may remain in 5th. But the Grizzlies, they themselves, if they can pull off a clean sweep, get for the 5 season points, they will be on 10 and right behind UB to put themselves right into contention before finals. So a bit on the line for both teams here. TO3 with this match win have the potential to put themselves back into the top 4, and the Grizzly Bears, if they get this match win, definitely do have the opportunity to potentially get that 4th spot if everything goes their way. Now, I do invite Archibobby222 into the commentating box this evening. Archibobby222, what are your thoughts on this match between the Grizzly Bears and the over 30s? What do you think the score outcome will be, and who is our winner? Score prediction from Archibobby222.
Well, before I place my score prediction, I'd just like to point out that last night, Friday the 27th of October 2023, of course, we did see a match from the over 30s and a match from the Grizzly Bears. So taking a look back on that, you can watch that at any time on our YouTube channel. But in round 4, hang on just a moment.
TO3 versus Grizzlies.
Grizzly Bears is who I'm talking about, sorry. And TO3 is who I'm talking about. But they have not played each other yet in this round, if that is what you're confused about, Linksy. But what I'm going to say is that Grizzly Bears, in their last match, they were playing the Underbots. Now, it was a decider between these two teams, so it was definitely a very tricky match and a challenge. But in the decider between Grizzly Bears and the Underbots, it was a 1-point difference in the end and at the end of the day. So unfortunately, they just missed out on winning that match there. It was very close impossibility, and we saw TO3 play KFC Boys earlier that day, and unfortunately for TO3, it was a 3-1 game win there for the KFC Boys. But it was a very, very close games all the way throughout the match, so that was phenomenal to see, and I know TO3 will be hungry to make the changes they need to overcome whatever is thrown their way. Doesn't matter which team they are versing here on the field, they will make sure that they are applying the pressure where it needs to be and making those adjustments, as we've seen TO3 are really, really good at doing. So it's a tough one. I do think we're going to see a tiebreaker. I'm really looking forward to it. But in the end, I'm going to say that I think TO3 may have this in the end and in the tiebreaker. So we head into game 1, Beckwith Park, and I wish all the best of luck to these teams. Have fun out there and make sure to stay hydrated.
Here we go to kickstart it all on Beckwith Park. The Grizzly Bears have selected this map as the home team. Can they get over the line, or will TO3 claim game one as a neutral kickoff win. Almost worked out there in the favour of Grizzlies, but Donkey just missing that. Shivers now sending that down the gut, saved by Teddy. We saw what the Grizzlies, what they are capable of, and what they did last night against Thunderbots as Teddy passes it back to Donkey. Donkey centering ball, but Dolly's up in the air to stop that momentum as Shivers contends with Teddy in centre field. By TO3 some time. Here's a centering ball for TO3. They could be in. They are. Shivers is in for TO3. The first goal of the game. 33 seconds in. 1-0 with the long shot. TO3 on the board nice and early. How will the Grizzly Bears respond as Shivers wins the kickoff to keep the momentum going? Teddy's there to keep the ball in the corner, allow his team to set up and buy some time, but Dolly's in for the goal in the air. TO3 with 2 early goals, 40 seconds in the game. 1 from Shivers and 1 from the captain of Dolly there. 2 points play 0. TO3 lead with 4 minutes 20 left on the clock. Donkey winning the kickoff there in Grizzly territory, working out with that touch from Dolly. It's in a threatening spot, but Donkey's happy to clear that one out for the Grizzlies. And now we see it deep in TO3 territory. Shivers touches out of the corner. Dolly, great contest. Sees a nice clearance work out there for Shivers. Centering ball. Donkey's there to contend, but Shivers threw him off with that. Shivers scoring another goal. 3-0. 1 minute 2 left in game one on Beckwith Park. Donkey was there. He touched it, but it didn't go the way he wanted it to. Unfortunate there for the Grizzlies, but it's good to see that they're not backing down from the aerial battle that TO3 are presenting here this evening. Great catch from Donkey there with that entry off Shivers. Shivers bumps Donkey out with that play, but doesn't phase him as he takes it down into TO3's corner. Trying to center it for his skipper. A bit too much power with that interference from Shivers. Dolly's demoed the captain of TO3 and Shivers looks to take it down the gut. Bicycle for some hang time. Grizzly Bears keeping that ball in the corners. Dolly keeps applying the pressure. A great rotation, a great flip round. But Donkey now trying to take it down the gut. Shivers will take both the Bears on, but Teddy refuses to let that go any further. Dolly now coming in with some power. Oh, Teddy was there to try and stop it, but the power and the force from TO3. Great pass from Dolly off the wall. Oh, unfortunate for the Grizzly Bears. But TO3 applying the pressure. 4.0, 3 points 10. Grizzly Bears win the kickoff there. Shivers rotating around that. Donkey, great contest as Dolly hangs back there to keep it around center field and now meets it up in the air. More aerial work coming in from Dolly on TO3, which is great to see. As Shivers try to pop it over one. Now Dolly's there to catch it and take it off the wall. What will we see? As he flicks himself out of play there by accident. Donkey and Teddy looking after center play well. Shivers blows up Teddy and scores a goal. Donkey was there, but it put him in all sorts of pressure. Oh, that worked out well there for TO3. Unfortunate for the Bears, almost halfway through game one. It's 5.0. TO3 off to a very strong start. We know Grizzly Bears can stop the bleeding, particularly even if it's late in a game. We have seen them stop the bleeding in the last minute. So now we're halfway through this game. No doubt they'll be looking to adjust things up as Teddy, the strike on goal, but saved or maybe interfered there by that contest from Dolly and Donkey. Now Shivers looks to take it down with another attempt on goal. Trying to get a bit tricky with some flicks here, but Grizzlies doing well to read the play. Now we see the ball at center field here. TO3, their offense, the power behind offense. The Shivers flicks that in and it'll... Oh, Teddy with the save! That's what the Bears needed. Not allowing that to go through with the creativity of that goal. Donkey's in! What a response from defense to offense. That is exactly the kind of play the Grizzly Bears needed. They get momentum in this game, in game one and the match They're on the board. 5 points to 1. 1 minute 53 left on the clock. Grizzly Bears have stopped the bleeding. A neutral kickoff win, but working out in the favour there of TO3. Veering off to the slide, which is lucky for Grizzlies. Teddy taking this down with some pace now. Strong entry. Shivers bumps him out of the way. Teddy with a centering ball. Donkey's there, but it veers off to the side. Grizzly Bears now look to set up their offense. Donkey with an aerial dribble in. That's one tap. That's almost two as Shivers interferes with that. Teddy continuing to apply the pressure on TO3, but a great read from Dolly. Sees him now look to strike down the guts. Great pass from Teddy to his teammate. Donkey now moving forward for Grizzlies, trying to set something up here, but Shivers reading that play well. Now with the dribble through. Flick over. That could be a goal. It is. Shivers is in for TO3 with a dribble and a flick up with a nice little spin on it to extend their lead. 6 points, 1 minute 10 left on the clock. We know. Oh, Donkey flew himself out of play there. Shivers will take another goal for a hat trick. Oh, wow. Unfortunate there for the Grizzlies. Teddy tried to get back. He was there, but it was just all kinds of pressure when that happened. 7 points to 1, 67 seconds left on the clock. We know that the Grizzly Bears can shine in the last minute of a game. Can they do it here against TO3? As Donkey gets it over Dolly, but it veers over to the side. That's not what they wanted. That has been a common theme for the Grizzlies here in the pilot season so far. Open net opportunities coming in a bit too slow and veering over to the side as TO3 look to now try and clear it with 40 seconds left on the clock. Teddy setting something up there, but Donkey's been demoed. Passing it back to Donkey off the respawn. But Shivers is there to take it to the opposite side of the field and maybe try something off the wall in the air here. And he does off the ceiling. We'll see. No, great catch. As Teddy interferes and sends that ball back down TO3 territory. But a great touch from Dolly. Interfered from Donkey. Donkey now, great contest. But Shivers is aggressive to bump him out of the way. 5 seconds left on the clock. 7 points, 1. TO3 make an entry. That could be dangerous. Very lucky for Grizzlies to not concede another there. Game 1. TO3 take it 7 points to 1 against the Grizzly Bears. Archer Bobby 2-2-2. Wow, a very, very different start to the match. TO3 coming out in full force here in this game.
Absolutely, they are. Not the start that Grizzly Bears were looking for, but indeed they do have a potential of 4 more games in this match. If we make it all the way to the tiebreaker, Grizzly Bears, I know, will, if they don't come in and win this game 2, I know that they will come in and win game 3 to keep themselves in the match. So with a 6-point difference already in game 1 in this match, I believe that Grizzly Bears won't let that happen again, and I know that they will be fighting for a better chance in this match, and they won't want to let it go easy. So good luck to both teams. 6 goals was the top scorer, and that was Shivers. Good luck to everybody on Aquadome.
Yes, we head to Aquadome for game 2. Selected by the away team. A double commit from both teams there. Working out for the Grizzlies. Donkey and Dolly have switched it up. Oh, you'll love to see it. Oh, and Shivers is as well. Nice. For Halloween, Shivers is in theme. But Teddy strikes! As they're both rocking the scarab there. Oh my god, this is great. Teddy strikes for the Grizzly Bears. 19 seconds in. 1 point to 0. Grizzly Bears respond after losing game 1. Teddy winning that kickoff if this works out for Donkey. I dare say it worked out in the favour for Grizzlies there, but TO3 did well to interfere with that. Now Dolly and Shivers with maybe a team pinch there, but Dolly's in for TO3. Wow. cool, calm, and composed skipper strikes for the over 30s to pull it back to a draw. 1-1, 4 minutes and 26 seconds left on the clock. All these players are rocking very unique cars here for this game, but they're also in style for Halloween, which you'll love to see. As we see the ball leave TO3 territory, but now, so the corner there, the Grizzlies are applying great pressure. Wow, Teddy with some power behind that shot. 107 Ks from the Grizzly Bears. Oh my God, the captain, the skipper, to take the lead for Grizzly Bears. 2 points won, 57 seconds into the game. Maybe these car switches have helped all players as Teddy's up in the air to meet the ball. And another goal, the aerial strike from the Grizzly Bears sees them extend their lead 3 points to 1, a 2-point margin. 63 seconds into game 2. The Grizzlies are responding after that strong start from TO3. Donkey with a tap down in the TO3 corner, but Shivers there to meet him. It didn't work out. Well, there's Dolly's met by Teddy, and a centering ball for Grizzlies. Sees Teddy with another goal off of Donkey's pass. The Grizzly Bears, the fierce Grizzlies, have come out to play. Hibernation season is done for the Bears. They are on the hunt for their first win as they lead here. 4 points to 1, 3 minutes 44. How will TO3 respond to the Bears? As Teddy meets Dolly in the air, works out well there for Grizzlies. Shivers following that one up, could work out for TO3 as we see it in Grizzly Bear territory. In the corner, centering ball. If Dolly's there, they could strike. They could still strike. Dolly's there with a touch, but Donkey will remain calm and composed to clear this ball for TO3. Sorry, for the Grizzly Bears from TO3. 4 points won, a 3-point margin. Shivers could be in here if they remain calm and composed. Dolly will take it off the Shivers pass. 4 points 2. Wow, TO3 responding when they needed to with the captain, Dolly. TO3 trail by 2 points, 3 minutes 9 left on the clock as Teddy wins that kickoff. A bit of hang time allows all players to set up as Donkey does right that for centering ball, but a clearance from Dolly. Sees Teddy now send that ball into TO3 territory. The Grizzly Bears have picked up their offense, but this is dangerous. A great touch from Dolly. Sees that goal go through for a hat-trick from the captain of TO3. 2 goals for TO3 to keep themselves and get themselves back in this game as we approach the halfway mark of game 2. They trail by 1 point as the Grizzlies lead 4 points 3. Shivers met there by Teddy. Keeping that ball in the corner is TO3, and now Dolly looks to clear it and take it down the guts. Touched by Donkey. Keeping that ball in TO3 territory to keep this pressure on and create as many opportunities as they can. A bit too much power there as that's dangerous. Dolly will be in for TO3. Reading the play so well. Shutting the Grizzly Bears down. TO3 pulling it back to a draw with 2 minutes 26 left on the clock. It is 4-4. Dolly scoring all 4 goals here for TO3, but Grizzlies almost with a kickoff goal. They could strike. Teddy's in! Teddy's in for the Bears after the fierce comeback from the TO3. The TO3 surge. Grizzly Bears gain some momentum back with that goal from the skipper. TO3 really have matched the fierce Grizzly Bears here in Game 2 on Aquadome. The Grizzly Bears have responded after Game 1, conceding Game 1. As Teddy was blown up by Shivers, now TO3 look to take that forward. But a great contest from Donkey as he's demoed by Dolly. Dolly looks a lot more calm and composed here in the ATL Rocket League pilot season. Shivers putting Grizzly Bears and all sorts, so that could be a risky pass as Dolly sends that to the corner for some hang time and allows him to reset. As Donkey sends that to the other corner. Oh, Shivers is blown out by Donkey, and Grizzlies continue to apply the pressure. Donkey's in for the Grizzly Bears. Just following up and continuing to apply the pressure. The demo and then the touch, pulling the goalkeeper out and scoring the goal for the Grizzly Bears as they extend their lead with 90 seconds left on the clock. 6 points for the fierce Grizzly Bears respond after that TO3 surge. How will TO3 respond after conceding 2 goals? And Donkey's in again off of that setup from Teddy. Extending their lead 7 points to 4, a 3-point margin, 1 minute 20 left on the clock. The Grizzly Bears, they are matching this TO3 squad. How will TO3 respond with a minute 15 left? They're 3 goals behind. Shivers! Oh my god, what a save from Teddy there. Sees Grizzlies not conceding. Donkey's in for another goal. Grizzly Bears are not stopping. 8 points to 4. They extend their lead to a 4-point margin with 65 seconds left on the clock. Now we saw how quick TO3 could get goals. If they can score 4 goals rapidly, this game could be very different on the scoreboard. 60 seconds left on the clock. 8 points plays 4. Grizzly Bears lead, and Donkey with the aerial assault, and he gets that in. The bombardment from the Grizzly Bears. 9 points for 55 seconds. Will they hit double digits? Or will the Grizzly Bears stop that from happening? So will TO3 stop the Grizzly Bears from allowing that to happen? Less than a minute. And TO3 win the kickoff. Shivers looks to flick it over one, but Teddy has learned. Dolly keeps applying pressure onto the Bears. But the Bears see that ball with a clearance deep into TO3 territory met by Shivers. Oh, this could be threatening for Grizzlies. Teddy is there to position himself, though, to keep that ball away from the center. Shivers trying with an aerial bombardment there, but now Donkey takes out the wall. Taking himself out of play there. Teddy's holding his ground, though. 9 points plays 4. 20 seconds left on the clock. I think the Grizzlies have done it. Oh my god, Teddy's in for a goal off of Donkey's pass. The Grizzly Bears extend their lead. 10 points to 4, double digits. Responding after game 1, and there's still 16 seconds left here in game 2. As Dolly wins the kickoff for TO3, they look to stop the bleeding here on Aquadome caused by the Grizzlies. Shivers will make sure that ball goes to the side and tries to clear it, but takes himself out of play. Donkey's there. Maybe one last setup, but no. TO3 are happy to see that ball touch the ground. Well, 10 points to 4. Grizzly Bears matching TO3 in that game. Archer Bobby 2-2-2. What a response from the Bears after 7-1 in game 1 to come back and respond 10 points for in game 2 there.
An incredible turnaround there for the Bears. That's exactly what they were looking for and exactly what they needed. A 6-point margin there for the Grizzly Bears, as we saw in game 1, a 6-point margin as well, which was 7 points to 1. So absolutely keeping this trend of the 6-point margin. Could we be seeing a pattern here between the Grizzly Bears and the over 30s? It's going to be interesting to see in game 3. Very, very high scoring game that was as well. So it's going to be interesting to see if things slow down a little bit in the goal department or if things keep up pace. Good luck to both teams.
As we head into game 3, selected by the home team, we're on Urban Central. Can They win game 2 going into the halftime break. It is 1-1 on the match scoreboard after Grizzlies won that game. Now Dolly attacking, but that attacking opportunity stopped there by Teddy. Shivers will continue to apply pressure on the Octane. We see a switch up in cars. Both TO3 members rocking the Octane. Teddy is back in the Octane, but Donkey is rocking the same car. There's Dolly. Dolly has blown up Donkey. Almost a little tongue twister there as Shivers interferes with that offensive play from Teddy. Now looks to try and flick it over, and he does flick it over. Donkey to score the first goal of game 3 for TO3. 1 point to 0, 39 seconds in. What a great response from TO3 after that last game. A great momentum starter here for them in game 3 as Shivers in with another shot, but a great save from Donkey. Season entry now coming for Grizzly Bears. Opportunity arose and Donkey is taking it, but just misses over to the side as Shivers is now there to back his captain and look to clear this ball, but Teddy and Donkey are applying the pressure to the TO3 squad. That's a risky pass from Dolly, but Shivers is there to look after it. That pitch not working out for Grizzlies as Shivers is in for TO3 to extend the lead. No way! What a save and what a shot on goal from Shivers to score that and extend their lead 68 seconds into the game. 2 points play 0. TO3 lead with Dolly winning the kickoff and now looking to take it down deeper in the Grizzly territory, which he does. But Donkey clearing that one for the Bears. Now looking to try and set something up, but Dolly clearing that ball and saving that goal. Teddy now trying to create an opportunity for the Bears. Continuing to follow up on his plays, and Shivers and Dolly are there look after the center of that goal to make it that little bit harder. Centering ball, but cleared from Dolly and Shivers. Teddy's back to look after. Oh, wow, he gets bumped out of the way from Dolly. Dolly has other plans, but Donkey won't let that goal go through. TO3 definitely coming out to play and respond after that 10-4 defeat in game 2 against the Grizzly Bears. So here in game 3, they're leading 3-0 with that goal from that pass of Shivers. Well, TO3, strong defensive wall and striking with precision sees them lead 3.0. 2 minutes 50 as Grizzlies win that kickoff and send it deep into TO3 territory, but the defense of TO3 has tightened here in this third game. Donkey missing that connection, but Teddy's there to clean it up as Grizzlies now look to clear it. Great touch from Teddy to put it into the corner, allows Grizzlies to set up and try and clear this, but TO3 are applying all sorts of pressure with just past the halfway mark, and Shivers strikes off of that setup from his captain. The Grizzlies trying to clear that, but Shivers just remaining calm and composed to extend the lead for TO3. 4 points to 0, 2 minutes 21 left here in game 3 as Donkey wins the kickoff, but Dolly's there to send it deep into Grizzly territory. TO3 trying to create all kinds of opportunities for themselves when they go forward. Now Grizzlies looking to clear the ball, and Donkey's in. That's exactly what they needed. With just over 2 minutes left on the clock, they stopped the bleeding after 4 goals in a row from TO3. 4 points plays 1, a 3-point margin. Can the Grizzly Bears maintain momentum as Dolly blows up? Donkey there with a demo, and Shivers keeps the ball in the corners. He's met with Teddy, wins the 50, passes it to his captain, strikes down the guts. They're on with a shot, but that hits the crossbar, and Teddy looks to clear that to the corner. Oh, that didn't work out well there for the Grizzlies. Teddy rotates well. Shivers causing all kinds of trouble for the Bears in their defense tonight. With 90 seconds left, 4 points plays one now. Grizzlies with an entry, but Shivers clearing that one and saving the shot for TO3. We are seeing both teams are striking from the side, but TO3 are mainly striking from the guts. We're seeing plays coming from straight down the corridor. And even if Grizzlies do come down from the corridor, TO3 are doing well to look after the center of their goal, particularly here in Game 3. Grizzlies did well to break that open in Game 2. And Teddy almost in there for Donkey's pass. Donkey and Teddy now applying the pressure onto TO3. Teddy could be in, but Shivers clears that one. With 45 seconds left on the clock, 4 points plays one. TO3 lead this by 3 points, and Dolly and Shivers now look to apply the pressure onto the Grizzly Bears. Center field, see Shivers catch that ball. Now trying to flick it over, but Teddy held his ground at back post. 30 seconds left, 4 points won. Grizzly Bears make an entry. But Shivers and Dolly doing well all game to read the plays as Shivers demos Donkey there. Now looking to set up his captain or maybe take the play himself, and he does! To score a goal and extend the lead for TO3. 5 points won, 15 seconds, a 4-point margin. The Grizzly Bears, it's going to be hard to get 4 points in 15 seconds, but they can stop the bleeding. Strategic plays coming in from TO3 all game here in Game 3. Definitely tightening things up after that 10-4 deficit. As Shivers saves that shot on goal from Donkey. Grizzly Bears have applied all sorts of pressure on the TO3, but they claim Game 3. 5 points to 1 over the Grizzly Bears. Going into half time there. We'll take a brief halftime break, but wow, what an exciting game so far. TO3 leading the match so far going into halftime, 2 points to 1 over the Grizzly Bears, but it has been quite an equal battle so far. Yes, back and forth in games and even on the overall match scoreboard, but I'm sure that the Grizzlies will be looking to restructure themselves, set themselves up for the next game, because it is the decider from here on out. TO3 could claim it 3 points to 1. Archer Bobby 222, what do you have to share with us here at halftime?
Well, before we go into Game 4, we do indeed have the over 30s with 2 game wins under their belt, and the Grizzly Bears with 1 game win under their belt. So it's been very interesting in the score department, where the first game was 7 points to 1, 7 points to 1 to the over 30s. Then Game 2, things turned right around, and I think that might be the motto for this match and for these teams here tonight, because it is consistently changing back and forth. We take a look in Game 2, 10 points to 4 Grizzly Bears, hitting that 2-digit number there. And in Game 3, as we just witnessed, 5 points to 1, and TO3 took that for the second game win of their team tonight. Now, we could see, as Linksy was mentioning, a 3-1 match result here if the over 30s can take out Game 4 as well. But if we see the Grizzly Bears take out Game 4, we will be seeing a decider and Game 5. And because we have Grizzly Bears as the home team tonight, they will be playing on their home map in the decider. So it's going to be interesting to see how these teams go. It was a really, really high scoring game in Game 2. So if we can see that again from the Grizzly Bears to keep themselves in this, because I know that they won't want to be kicked out just yet or at all. They will want to be making it all the way until the end. So they're going to have to get the next 2 game wins to be able to take out this match. So Grizzly Bears do have a lot to come up against in these coming moments, but TO3, a very powerful squad tonight. Dolly and Shivers. Last matchup for TO3 was in fact Dolly and Faf. So this is a roster that we haven't seen play together in a little while in the pilot season, and they're working really, really well together. And I think that TO3 will be taking note of that and assessing really anything that did go wrong for them, which right now is very little. They can fix that right up and become one of the top teams and potentially moving themselves right out of 6th position on the season standings. And Grizzly Bears currently sitting in 7th. They will be looking, and they are very, very hungry to get this match win under their belt. But TO3 is looking to stop a losing streak at the moment. So there's so much to fight for both of these teams, and I think that determination is really shown tonight on the field. So congratulations so far to both teams. I am really looking forward to that tiebreaker. I think both teams have done such a phenomenal job tonight to keep up with each other's change in strategies. And yeah, it's just, I can see the changes that both of these teams are trying to make when really coming up against each other. And they're reading it quite quickly as well. They're not taking a whole game to understand the changes of play of the other team. They are making the changes they need to in that game right there whenever they can see something they need to do. So I think that is keeping the pace of the game as well. I think it's definitely keeping that speed consistent, because that was actually, Game 3 was the smallest point margin that we've seen so far in this match, as we saw a 6-point margin in Game 1 and Game 2, but again, equal, as Lindsay was pointing out, in a way, because it's an equal 6-point margin in Game 1 and Game 2. Yes, and that's exactly it. Grizzly Bears getting their first ever double digits in the pilot season. That is a big turnaround for the Grizzly Bears, so there is nothing doubting that they have what it takes to take out this next game and take us to that tiebreaker. And with really a bit of a quite an even balance between these two teams, again, as you can see in the scores, as you can see in the statistics, if we do make it to that tiebreaker, my honest prediction is that we are going to be making it into overtime as well, because it is so close out there on the field. But again, to go on the other side of that, we've been seeing some pretty big differences in scores, so it's really just who has that upper hand in that game.
What do you think the Grizzly Bears need to do to overcome TO3?
It is a tricky one. I think a lot of things are working out in the favor of TO3, and so whatever they're doing there to really face those challenges head on and make these changes very quickly, I think Grizzly Bears are picking up some pointers from that, as TO3 does have a little bit more experience than the Grizzly Bears. So when it comes to the Grizzly Bears really overcoming this TO3 challenge, I think it might come down to communication of really on the field. Now, I don't necessarily mean vocal. It might work better for them if they're not talking. I'm not too sure what they're doing there, but in some of their matches and in some of their games against other teams, they have been able to, and there has been a difference when comparing different times in different games and in the match for the Grizzly Bears. Sometimes they can really be all over it, and sometimes they might be a little bit more chaotic on the field. So they've found a better balance of that, especially in these recent matches and up against TO3 tonight. So I think if we can see a bit more balance on the field from the Grizzly Bears, that is what will take out TO3, and the composure and the calmness from TO3. If Grizzly Bears can really equal that, I think that will make it even more of a challenge for TO3 as well. So it's a tricky one though, as we're pointing out. They are very, very close, and you know, maybe it doesn't show in all of the stats and all of the results, but with Game 1 and Game 2 both being 6-point margins and Game 3 only being a 5-point margin, it's crazy. So thank you, Lexi, for having me in the commentating box, and thank you everyone for supporting the ATL Rocket League pilot season.
Thank you, ArcherBobby222, for sharing those match results at half time. and her thoughts on the match going forward. Now we go into game 4. TO3 have selected the map for game 4. You can see on the right hand side, TO3 versus GB in game 4 means they have the advantage for this map selection. And for those of you who are joining us, the map TO3 have selected is Sovereign Heights for game 4. Our players are all but ready to take on game 4. I love it. Teddy, Donkey, Dolly and Shivers ready to take the field on Sovereign Heights. TO3 in a position to seal the deal, but Grizzly Bears are not out of it. 2-1 on the match scoreboard. TO3 leaders. Dolly wins that powerful kickoff. Sees the centering ball. And now Grizzlies with an entry into TO3 territory in the corner. Donkey trying to center that, but Dolly, that could be risky. Shivers with a great tap across goal, which worked out well for TO3. Dolly's in the Octane still. Shivers in the Octane. Oh, looks, am I correct? Is that the Octane we're rocking there? As Dolly's hanging around half field when the Grizzlies enter TO3 territory, but rotate around well. You can see them strike down the guts here, and it's successful in the likes of Dolly. Look at this strike and formation from them. Pretty much right down the corridor of the field. TO3 take the first goal. 1-0. Teddy winning the kickoff though to get the momentum going for Grizzlies. Centering ball saved by Shivers. It's TO3 now clear that. And that's a shot on goal, but veered over to the side. Very lucky for Grizzlies. There's awesome Donkey now trying to set the ball up here, but Dolly and Shivers doing a great job to look after their goal and return it. Dolly back-to-back goals, 2-0. Dolly is on fire this evening here in this match. With a second goal sees TO3 lead game 4, 2-0. How will the Grizzly Bears respond? It is all or nothing. As Teddy takes that ball down deep into TO3 territory. Now centering the ball, but Shivers has done a great job to look after the ball and goal in those situations, as now they take it deep into Grizzlies' corner. Dolly trying to wrap around, but it didn't work as Teddy followed up. Dolly's there to clear the ball for TO3, and Shivers will back that up and score the goal. Wow! TO3 with some smooth plays going forward from defense to offense and capitalizing on those opportunities. 3 points play 0, 3 minutes 19 left on the clock. How will the Grizzly Bears put themselves back into this game as Donkey with a shot on goal, and he gets himself in and blows Dolly. Oh, Dolly blows Donkey out in the process. Very lucky that one just rolled in. A great touch for Grizzly Bears. Puts them on the board. 3-1. Grizzly Bears trail by 2 points. Here on Sovereign Heights in game 4. Shivers with a deep centering entry and shot on goal saved by Donkey. Boost taken from Shivers on Teddy there, but Donkey looking after the goal well. Now clearing that ball for Grizzlies into the TO3 half of the field. Well, that worked out there well for Dolly and Shivers, but the ball still remains in TO3 half. A centering ball. Teddy's hanging around the back there, and now he's applying himself into the contest. Try and put pressure on the TO3, and he cleans that ball up. But Dolly, no way with that contest. Dolly with his hat-trick in game 4, contending with Teddy. It worked out well for them to score a goal off of that. At the halfway mark of Game 4, 4 points to 1, 2 minutes 33 left on the clock. The Grizzly Bears have plenty of time to respond as an aerial dribble comes in from Donkey, but it's interfered from Shivers and Teddy's there to back it up. The Grizzlies respond! They respond in the likes of Teddy off of that centering ball from Donkey, popping it over Dolly. 4 points to 2. Grizzly Bears trail by 2 with 2 minutes 22 left on the clock. Grizzly Bears are not out of it as they win the kickoff, but Dolly's demo Teddy there. Donkey now looks to strike, and he strikes indeed! Grizzly Bears with back-to-back goals, pulling this score back. 4 points 3. They trail by 1 point. How will TO3 respond? Will Grizzly Bears keep their momentum? Or will the TO3 squad shut it down as Dolly takes it to the side field? It's interfered by Teddy there. Now he centers the ball. No way! What a shot from Teddy to tie it all up 4-4. Oh, in the corner. Touching the nose and right in the center of goal. Almost dead set center. It's all tied up. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left on the board. Grizzly Bears have come back and put themselves into this game. Can TO3 stop this surge from the Grizzly Bears? Or will the Bears continue to surge, capitalize on their opportunities, and take the game? Nothing but time separates them at the moment. And then if we go into overtime, it's first goal wins. With 90 seconds left on the clock, it's all tied up. 4-4, shot on goal, saved by Dolly. An interference contest won there by Donkey. But Shivers is there to clean it up and now take it down the guts. They're in for an opportunity. Shivers! Oh my God, save from Donkey! That was threatening from TO3. Very creative. But Donkey remaining calm and composed to save that play. Sees the ball in TO3 territory in the corner. Right hand side as Donkey continues to apply pressure. Centering ball here for Grizzlies. But Shivers has popped that one up and now veered it over to the side as Dolly. A great pass to his teammate. But Grizzlies continue to apply this pressure. 45 seconds for all. Shivers takes it up the wall and he's trying something here, but Teddy interferes with that and sends it down into TO3 territory. Centering ball for Grizzlies, veers over to the side. Shivers demos Donkey with 30 seconds left. 4 points, plays 4 points. Nothing separates these teams. Dolly with a shot on goal, save from Donkey. The Grizzly Bears keeping themselves in this game and creating opportunities for themselves to stay in it. Shivers, dangerous, Donkey's in! This is a shot! Scored a hat-trick from Donkey! The Grizzly Bears have taken the lead! 5 points to 9 with 5 points to 4, with 9 seconds left on the clock. Wow! The Grizzly Bears have made a comeback and they have the lead. TO3 can still tie it up and take this to overtime as Shivers with a great centering touch. Saved there by Donkey. Teddy will clear that and demo Dolly. Grizzly Bears survive. They win the match. 5 points to 4 in an epic comeback. Oh my God, Archer Bobby 2-2-2. The Bears are not out of this after a strong start from TO3.
After that game, I am very, very excited for the tiebreaker coming up. That was the closest score margin with a 1 point difference in the entire match here. So things are getting tighter and tighter when it comes to the competition on the field from both of these teams. And I honestly think that the Grizzly Bears just getting that moment of clarity to pull through and get that final goal to make it 5-4. They did such a phenomenal job to keep the composure, and the goals were spread across the board as well, with Dolly and Donkey both being 3 goals and top goal scorers for that match. So sorry for that game. So looking forward to this tiebreaker. Could we see another overtime on Dead Eye Canyon?
We're in the tiebreaker. Game 5. This map was selected by the home team, the Grizzly Bears. Can they pull it home and get their first season match win? As Donkey won the kickoff, but Dolly interfered to keep it center play. Teddy's there with a power shot, but save there from Shivers. Shivers now looks to make an entry into Grizzly territory, and that he does. Kept in the corner by the Bears. Saved by Teddy. Sent to the other side by Donkey. But Shivers is there to continue to apply pressure onto the Grizzly Bears. 30 seconds in. And the pace of this game is quick already. Going forward and in defense. You can see the power both teams are putting on in their plays. Teddy with a shot on goal save there by Shivers. Both teams are matching each other in intensity at the moment here in Game 5. As Grizzlies keep the ball in TO3 territory. Dolly looks to clear it now with an aerial dribble. He does that. Great touch. Sees that ball in Grizzly territory, but Donkey's there to look after it, and that he does. Passing that one to Shivers unintentionally, or maybe a part of a defensive play there, as we see the ball on the other side of Grizzly territory. Shivers following up and applying pressure onto his opponents. And we see the captain over one to score a goal here for TO3 off of that play from Shivers. 1 point to 0. TO3 take the first goal of the game. 90 seconds into Game 5. The captain of TO3 scoring the first goal. Dolly is on fire this evening. But Teddy wins the kickoff there for the Grizzly Bears in the neutral area. Donkey is there to meet it in the air. That he does. But it just veers over to the side. That's happening a bit for the Grizzly Bears here in the pilot season. Donkey gets it over one. Up in the air. We hear Teddy. Teddy taps it to the side of goal. And Dolly's there to clean that up. But the Grizzlies are doing a great job to contest with this defensive TO3 outfit at the moment and keep the ball in their half. A great pass from Shivers to Dolly. Not much power behind that. Doesn't work out for them. Now it's a 2v1 situation. And Donkey's in for the first goal as Dolly blows up Teddy there. 1 point all. Approaching the halfway mark of Game 5. 1-1, all tied up in the game leaderboard and the match scoreboard, Grizzly Bears with a powerful kickoff win, maintaining momentum, but Dolly stopping that flow. Shivers blowing up Donkey. TO3 looking for the demos. Teddy sent himself up, but just hitting the side post there. And now the captain looks to dribble it down the wing here for TO3. Donkey clears that one up though and sends it down in TO3 territory. Shivers catches that one. Pops it over his opponents, but is blown up by Teddy. Might not be enough as Donkey's there now to get some possession, but takes himself out of play. This is a goal for Shivers. Almost saved from Teddy. TO3 take the lead back with that goal from Shivers. 2 points to 1. 2 minutes 7 left on the clock. Grizzly Bears are not out of this and they have enough time to make a comeback. Tied up. Score 2 goals and you have the lead. But if TO3 get another goal, it does make it a little bit harder. No! Dolly's in! As we say that, 3 points to 1. TO3 extend their lead. A 2 point margin 1 minute 54 left on the clock. The Grizzly Bears need to score 2 goals to tie it all back up. 3 goals to take the lead. Can they do it? As Shivers dribbles it and flicks it over one, but Teddy reading that play. Straight down the guts from Dolly. He's up in the air. We'll meet that. That's another goal from TO3. Not being conservative with a healthy lead. Continuing to apply pressure onto the Grizzly Bears. Extending their lead there. 4 points to 1. A 3-point margin. Just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Shivers winning that kickoff there. But Teddy meeting that ball to send it to the other side of the field. Donkey now making an entry, but Dolly's there to interfere. And now another goal from Dolly. No, it's gone missing. Hit the crossbar. And Donkey will clear that to not allow any more opportunities come in. And now Grizzlies are on themselves. And Donkey's in to respond after conceding 2 goals. 1 minute 7. 111 k's an hour. Wow. 4 points to 1 minute 17 left on the clock. Grizzlies trail by 2. It is possible as long as they score the next 2 goals. That's not what they needed. A kickoff goal from Dolly. TO3 extend their lead. 5 points to 2. Wow, back to a 3-point margin with 1 minute 15 left. The Grizzly Bears are not out of this. They can do this with the time remaining, but everything needs to work out in their favor. With just over 60 seconds left on the clock. Donkey with a shot, but what a save from Dolly. And Shivers now looks to clear this, but Donkey's rotating around. He could get around and save this. Centering ball, Dolly just missing that as Teddy clears it now. Donkey with a great touch, redirect, but that didn't work out. They're there to try and pull the trigger, but Dolly with a great clearance in the air sees the ball in Grizzly territory. Teddy not giving up, setting the ball up for himself, but saved by Shivers. Donkey's there, 30 seconds, 5 points to. Grizzlies have it right where they want it, but they need 3 goals to tie it back up and take this to overtime. With 20 seconds left, they need to score a goal in the next play or 2 as Dolly keeps that going deeper in the Grizzly territory. Teddy keeps that away from goal, but I think TO3 might have done it here, ladies and gentlemen. 5 points to 2 in Game 5 in the decider. The Grizzly Bears took it to another tiebreaker. The TO3 claim Game 5 to claim the match 3-2. In Game 5, they won 5 points to 2. Wow, Archer Bobby 2-2-2. What an epic match between the Grizzly Bears and the over 30s. Unfortunately not working out in the favour for the Bears there, but the over 30s, they would be happy to know they got the win tonight. Put that onto the season board. Grizzly Bears still on the hunt for their first match win.
I believe Archie predictions from beginning of the match were correct in this case. I was hoping for the Grizzly Bears that some more of their opportunities turned out in their favor. It's definitely not to say that they didn't create those, because they did. But if there was some more conversion there from the Grizzly Bears, I do believe that they would have had a bit of a different story there. Still taking it into the complete match series all the way until the tiebreaker, and with it being a 3-point margin in the end there in Game 1, 5 points to 2. You can just tell and you can just see that the battle was on from the beginning, and both of these teams had so much that they were fighting for that when it came to really presenting themselves on the field and what gameplay that they wanted to show to us tonight, really worked out in the favor of TO3. So well done to both teams. In the first game, let's take a look. 7 points to 1 to the over 30s. Now we move into Game 2. Grizzly Bears 10 points to 4. Game 3, the over 30s 5 points to 1. Game 4, Grizzly Bears 5 points to 4. And in the final decider, 5 points to 2. The over 30s took the match win. So I'm very excited to see what the Grizzly Bears hold for their next match. Still looking hungry for that game win, as Linksy mentioned, but TO3 can sit a little bit more comfortable where they are until they have to meet their next challenge and move up on the season standings for a better opportunity in the grand final, 26th of November. So again, thank you, Linksy, so much for commentating tonight's matches. It has been an absolute blast so far in round 4, and I cannot wait to see what the rest of round 4 brings, as well as round 5 and the incredible 6 and grand finals. So thank you everybody for joining us, getting your predictions in and getting amongst it. And well done to both teams tonight.
Thank you, ArcherBobby222, for joining me in the commentary box. Well done, and congratulations to TO3 for claiming the match win. Grizzly Bears so close again. They've truly matched their opponents in their previous matches, particularly in the past 2 weeks. They've really stepped up. Still on the hunt for their first match win, but it is possible to do that. Not out of it yet. Well, what an exhilarating journey. First off tonight, we saw Blackhawk Gaming versus Ultraviolet Esports. And to see it out, we saw the Grizzly Bears versus the over 30s. As we continue diving into round 4, we've witnessed gravity-defying maneuvers and strategic plays that have left us in awe. The journey ahead promises even more thrills, and we're eager to share it all with you. Here is to the passion for esports, and cheers to an unforgettable season. Stay tuned for more electrifying moments in the ATL Rocket League 2023 pilot season. Thank you, devoted spectators, teams, players, match officials, sponsors, everyone involved with this pilot season for joining us on this exhilarating ride. Relive the intensity of round 4 and all the unforgettable moments here on our channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on upcoming events and never miss a live event. Until next time, I'm ArlingC3, and I will catch you tomorrow afternoon from 3 p.m. to begin the end of round 4 for Division 2. Stay safe, game hard.